Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of the McGonigal Podcast, America's Stupidest Podcast. Episode 52, the Cuckoo episode. We're all ready to go. McGonigal Podcast. We got a great panel today. We're lucky to be here. On my right, Paul Carson is here. Thanks for coming, Paul. I appreciate it. And on my left, Steve Kain is back. Steve, thanks for coming.
This is like my third time here.
Yeah, I know, man. That's awesome. I appreciate it.
How come I didn't come in? You didn't invite me to the 50? That would have been cool.
The 50, who was on the 50? We had Dave Primiano, and who the heck was it? I can't remember who the other one. What's that?
I'll let you know in a minute.
It was Dave Primiano.
Must have been real nice to be on the 50. It's like a cake and everything here.
Unfortunately, we didn't. It went too cheap for that. Well, we didn't even have stale crackers or anything. We had nothing. We had nothing. Who was on the 50th? I can't remember. It was it was Dave.
Apparently, nobody that was that cool you would have remembered,
Dave Primiano was one of the best guests. You kidding? It was definitely Dave. And
Dave is awesome.
Chris Dolan and Dave.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
that was a good time. All right, we'll start off. I got a sheet full of dumb topics here. We'll get ready. Did you guys see what happened last night? The big news: Saquon Barkley. There was a home invasion in his house.
Really?
Saquon Barkley. Now, I mean, how does that happen? How does somebody with that kind of money playing for the Eagles? You think he'd have security or?
There's a 911 tape of Fletcher Cox from like a decade ago where he's calling and he has a shotgun and somebody is actively breaking into his house and he's like, "You better come quick or else I'm going to shoot him." The dynamic of this, not like usually 911 calls, I feel bad for the person after they release it because it sounds so pitiful. Fletcher Cox is like, either I'm going to beat him up or I'm going to shoot him with the shotgun. So you better rescue him.
But Saquon was him and his kids were home and these people were in the house.
I think Saquon is. I think he's sexually like into that kind of thing. He likes being robbed. He gets off on it. It's a kink. It's a boogery kink.
He's a robbery cuckold?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's why I didn't realize Saquon was into that.
Yeah, it's on my TV.
I think my TV would fuck my wife too.
I didn't realize that kind of turn on. Okay, well, that would explain it why he didn't have any security then. If he gets off on that, he gets off on getting robbed. Okay, I had no idea. That's awesome. Like the Sopranos, when Janice got off there having sex. Did you ever see that episode of Sopranos? Her boyfriend's holding a gun to her head when he's fucking her.
I forget.
I haven't seen The Sopranos, but I need to watch it.
Baby Barkley and Tony Soprano's sister, Janice, and her boyfriend would hold a gun to her head while he was fucking her. So maybe Saquon's into the same thing. What the hell?
Yeah, Saquon's a bitch.
Wow. I was thinking he's got less protection in his house than he had from the offensive line last year. The offensive line wasn't great last year.
Jordan Mailata was there too. He's the same stuff.
Maybe Jordan's in the same. Maybe Lane Johnson was having anxiety again. He couldn't protect his house. He couldn't protect Saquon's house. But I don't know, man. Malvern's supposed to be a nice, safe community. He wasn't safe in Malvern. I don't know.
So what teams he play for?
Who? Saquon?
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Oh, not bad. Yeah.
You're just being a heel, aren't you?
I knew that. Oh, he's the guy with the big legs, right?
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Man, he's the guy jumping. How come he didn't jump over the burglars? Backwards jump over the burglars like he did in the game.
That'd be pretty cool security.
That would be awesome if he jumped over the burglars.
He just has the best ring camera highlight footage.
But we're glad Saquon's all right. We didn't win. That's all we needed. We got hurt. Then we would have had he'd have been a martyr. We would have had news coverage. So thank God he didn't get hurt.
They didn't use him last season anyway. He didn't do shit last season.
Well, the offensive line was bad last year. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's Saquon's fault.
Saquon's fault. But thank God he's okay, though. We'll see what give everybody to start training camp. They didn't want to lose him right before training camp. So how'd you guys make out this week with all the smoke and the ash coming down from Canada? Did you guys get any problems through your throats or anything with the Canadian wildfires?
It wasn't as bad as last time, I feel like. Like last time it was like a whole week or something.
Yeah, you could see the haze. I didn't affect my throat at all. My nose, you could see the haze, there's no question, but I didn't have any breathing problems. Some people did.
We're in Northeast Philly. It's healthier to get the smoke.
I was carrying a mask in my pocket because they were scaring me on the news, but I didn't end up needing it. Did you have any problems with the Canadian?
No, they say that like being outside for 3 hours is like smoking 6 cigarettes in a row or something like that, which isn't that bad. There's people that smoke 3 packs a day. Right. So what's wrong? Like deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was saying my mother was alive. She would have been happy to be outside the way she loved her cigarettes. She'd been laying on the front lawn trying to get some of that smoke out. She loved cigarettes so much.
You wouldn't be cool if like a giant tobacco farm like lit on fire. It was just all cigarette smoke. Just that'd be cool.
It's like when Pablo Escobar.
What are they doing in Canada? These wildfires, they keep getting so bad that the smoke comes all the way down. They don't have hoses or anything up there. They can't put a fire out.
Right.
I don't understand this.
And why does it never go north?
Yeah, that's another thing. But it's every summer. You'd think they'd have to figure out a way to put these fires out. The smoke wouldn't be all the way down to another country. I don't know. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And in some areas like California, they have fire season, which, like, if you live in a place that has fire season, don't live there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's actually-
Yeah.
that's a bad idea.
California, well, they always say that they shouldn't, where LA was built, they shouldn't have built a city there because it's such a dry place and very little rain. And looking back, they shouldn't have built a city there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm happy that the home insurance people are just not paying them for the homes that are burning. Good.
Those people are brutal. I mean, you know that always when anything happens, the insurance company's always going to try to get out of paying you. Whether it's your car, your house, they're always going to try to find some loophole not to pay it. You know that the insurance company. It turns out the insurance company is all your friend. I don't know if anybody knew that or not. It's a new revelation.
No, that's not true because I got in a car accident once. I became friends with the other guy's car insurance company. He called me like a dozen times.
Just to chat.
Just to chat, yeah. I lost the lawsuit, but
There you go. Because you were too friendly. You should have been more aggressive. You wouldn't have lost it.
Ah.
I don't understand what Canada's doing. Why we had this every year. We had this to where these smokes coming down here. You think they figure out a way to maybe install some fire hydrants or something?
Bring back Trudeau.
well, they defunded the Mountie out there in Canada. I don't know if you know that, but there was a lot of like Mountie on black like crime. Like they've been the Mountie is extremely racist, and like the liberals got sick of it, and they fired a bunch of them.
Amen. All Mounties are bastards.
They defunded the WB right, the Mounties. Okay, I guess that makes sense. That would make sense.
I don't know why, but whenever any other countries have like civil unrest and protests, it just seems adorable. Like, oh, they're protesting the police too.
It is cute because they don't have real problems.
Right.
Canada does not have real problems.
I know. I agree with you. Well, compared to us, they don't have real problems.
Yeah, they have no neighbors to the north that can burn a forest down and get their area smoky. They have to deal with us, you know.
Exactly. But I don't understand why we keep having to choke on the smoke every year.
What's above Canada? The North Pole?
I think so.
I guess, yeah. And Santa Claus, you never know. Maybe Santa Claus has some smoke going down past Canada. I don't know. But like if you're a cigarette smoker, you must have saved some money though, because you've been outside inhaling that smoke instead of. You think the tobacco companies would want to put a stop to that? They're losing business. People hanging outside instead of buying their products.
It's not nicotine in the air.
It's a lot cheaper. What the
Big
hell?
tobacco just branded like
Big Tobacco declare war on
Fire.
Canada. They might invade Canada. Big Tobacco might invade Canada. That'd be
a fun war to watch.
You wonder who to root for. The Big Tobacco and Canada could be both of them. Who to root for in this conflagration. We don't know who to vote for. So did you guys get caught up in the explosive diarrhea that was going around? This explosive diarrhea was taking the whole country by storm. The Taco Bell.
Oh, like their meat had like
The
some
lettuce. They're saying their lettuce. The lettuce coming from a certain farm was going to Taco Bell and other outlets. And they think that's what was causing this intestinal virus. Was causing the explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, we're just catching up. We don't watch the news, so this is how we find out about the news that's coming on this show.
You get your news from this stupid podcast. That's not good. That's definitely not good. I was interviewing one lady, and she was saying it was the worst thing ever happened to her. But you feel like her whole insides were exploding. She was saying.
Was it like mid-interview that she was she out of
I
the
was reading it on the website. I don't think she can get in front of a camera.
No.
I think she's in any condition.
I like pooping, like personally, like it's one of my favorite things to do. So diarrhea is always like a good time to
Maybe
me.
once a day. But did you ever have anything like that? Any kind of food poisoning or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
I had a bad can of tuna once. I was there. I was down Seattle City. I was in the bathroom for like 7 hours or something.
Huh.
It was horrible.
I think you'd be safe close to the shore. Like
I haven't touched tuna again. It's like 1989 or something.
Do you read on the shitter?
Do I? I haven't. It's been a while.
As I always see in movies like people like reading like a book on there. Like I don't take like a half an hour. I shit and I'm gone. You know, like I shit, wife, and peace out. Like just reading a book.
Back in the days when we had newspapers.
Yeah.
Book, no, but I mean, you had newspaper, man, but now the newspapers and magazines aren't around anymore. There's nothing that
Right. You can read about the explosive diarrhea outbreak.
everybody's taking their,
Yeah.
people take their phones in the bed. Everybody takes their phones in the bed.
I just don't get this leisurely type of shitting. Like I shit like I'm in the porta-potty at a concert every time. I'm in and I'm out. I don't
What concert?
like any kind of concert. You know how you go to a concert, you just take a shit in the porta-potty. It's a really fast, quick, terrible affair.
You want to get out of that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there that long. But this explosive diarrhea, but
You also missed 3-6 mafias.
No.
I heard somebody say somebody on Twitter, how do I tell them if I have the explosive diarrhea or just regular Taco Bell diarrhea? I need to tell the difference, which is a good point. But and they said they're going to investigate. My point, but shouldn't they have been investigating Taco Bell like many years ago? They're just now investigating Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I don't know, but explosive diarrhea. That's it. Anything to shut the country down.
You know what if ever there's like a foodborne illness, it manifests itself first. Like patient 0 is Taco Bell.
Oh, of course,
be
you
it
would
horse
think.
meat or like kale or whatever the hell, like E. coli.
A lot
it's
of
always
people were
there.
getting upset. They were finding out that like the supermarkets that they go to was getting the same supply of lettuce than Taco Bell. And there's, I spend this money to come to your supermarket thinking I'm getting good food. And you're serving the same crap that Taco Bell.
So they get all their lettuce directly from Taco Bell.
Why don't we just ban lettuce? Like they taste like nothing. There's no point of lettuce
That's what
anyway.
I put on Twitter. I said the Taco Bell and lettuce, two things I never get anywhere near. So I have no chance of getting this thing. I don't eat anything green. No, nothing green.
Turns out that's the healthiest thing you can do.
The only green thing every once in a while, green Mike and I. That's about it. No green vegetable. I don't have anything to do with that. Green
Never
M&M,
E. coli.
But I'm glad I was glad for all the healthy people who were getting diarrhea because they're eating lettuce.
Getting off their high horse.
Yeah.
That is pretty hilarious. You're eating lettuce, thinking you're doing good, and you're stuck in the bathroom.
Vegetarians are disgusting people. Can you imagine the vegetarian shit? How gross that must be on a regular.
These people, they need a sandwich. All of them. They're walking around.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you're a vegetarian. Get a sandwich. Eat something. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
How you are a vegetarian.
We should kill them all.
Chris Rock had that whole bit. If you're one of the lucky people on this planet to get a hold of a steak, bite the shit out of it. Because there's so many people in Africa and stuff, they can't get a steak.
All those vegetarians down in Africa.
They all have cows and.
That's where it started. But hopefully, I won't get the explosive diarrhea because it might make for a good story. But I actually played in a punk band in high school called
Did you really?
Explosive Diarrhea. That was the name. I didn't sing. I just cut myself with a blade while the guy was singing.
Tell me you wouldn't like a lockdown, like a 2020 type situation, but it's just diarrhea and you have to call out of work for 2 weeks because you have diarrhea. Like, be awesome.
I don't know. It sounds better than it is. I'll tell you that. The actual experience ain't that great. I don't think. It might sound like fun, but I don't think it's that great.
Rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll bet Ozzy must have had explosive diarrhea a lot this life. I would bet
Yeah.
Keith Richards. I would bet they had explosive diarrhea a
Your
lot.
voice doesn't sound like that if it's not being drained from the other end.
Even Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury had a lot of stuff going in too. That was the problem with him. He did too much stuff.
It's all about finding balance.
Yeah, there you go. Did you see the grandpa who got attacked by the bison in Yellowstone Park?
No.
No.
See this? Oh, you got to be kidding! It's the video.
Well, what was he wearing?
He was, but blue overall suspenders. But it's like the video of all time. This grandpa gets attacked by a bison.
Are we about to see this?
It is the funniest video. It's unbelievable. It's a bison.
Oh, he's
Now watch this.
Oh.
It froze him. And he broke his leg in multiple places.
Oh.
But he went up in the air like something from Bugs Bunny.
It almost looks like he's diving off of a platform to attack the bison. Just shows how the news can spin it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable that would happen. I mean, at least he gave everybody a good laugh. Even if he got hurt, at least the country had a good laugh over it. If nothing else.
He has grandkids. He's got people that love him, you
He
know?
had his grandson with him, and him and the bison was coming, so he told his grandson to run one way, and he was going to run the other way, split up. But
That's going to fuck his grandkid up. He's going to start wearing dresses, and he's just going to be all kinds of screwed up. Like
it's unbelievable. He went up like 8 feet in the air.
It's funny when somebody in suspenders gets tossed.
Yeah, what do they call that? Slapstick? Slapstick is the best comedy.
That is absolutely something else.
Oh, slapstick.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That is unbelievable. This poor bastard. Jesus.
I'm sure there's already a YouTube version where it just replays for 24 hours.
They
Three
got all kind of videos going around, all kind of AI videos. But this poor guy, he's going to be famous, and not for the right reasons. Either. I was saying he's never going to get laid again at the pickleball court when he goes down there. He's going to be like, oh, that's that. He goes down there. No, that's the guy who got his ass kicked by the Bison. No.
They'll probably get a kink for Bison after this, like.
Yellowstone National.
He was moving pretty well before the Bison passed him too.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
God.
What did he do to him? To the Bison?
He was standing like 30 feet away taking pictures, and the Bison, I guess, wasn't in a good mood. Bison was having a bad day, I guess.
Do you think they had to kill the Bison after this? Like the. Yeah.
Actually, they were saying they weren't going to, because people were asking that question, and they were saying they weren't going to kill the Bison.
That's fucked up. He beat up an old man.
Yeah, but it's
Got a taste for elderly.
Yeah. If I did that, you guys would never talk to me again.
If you lifted an elderly man with your strong neck.
Yeah.
This is where they live, you know what I mean? This is where
True.
you're in their national park. I mean, it's kind of like, I guess, go in there, your own risk, I guess.
They need an old man reserve to keep him safe.
Yeah.
Oh, cow. Guy. None of the old broads at the bingo game are going to give him a hand job now.
Oh, they will. They will.
That's on that poor bastard. Holy moly.
Never go to Yellowstone.
Yeah, that's right. Put that down on your bucket list. Stay out of Yellowstone. You see that?
Yeah. Don't go to the woods. Don't eat green stuff. This is all.
I don't like cats. Never mind bison. If I see a cat, I go the other way. Never mind a bison. I don't know how to. This poor guy.
This is strike two for like hippie nature people who eat vegetables and go to national parks.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. This is a bad week.
Yeah. For the bad week for the liberals. I'll tell you the Odyssey is bombing and vegetarian stuff sucks and
Speaking of animals, though, there was a report in Virginia Beach, monster shark, 30-foot long shark. And it was in Virginia Beach, and they said they last saw it heading up towards Cape Cod. But imagine a 30-foot shark. Yeah, that's a big shark. Stay out of the water too. Stay out of Yellowstone Park and stay out of the water. Stay out anywhere. I stay home. I don't go in any of this crap.
well, bad things happen in podcast studios too.
Fall down the ceiling and hit me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a bison and a monster shark in the same week. I don't know. This whole thing of getting close to nature, it might be way overrated.
Did the shark eat anybody?
Not yet that they think that they know of.
Yeah, he definitely did. How big was he again?
30. They're saying 30.
Oh, that's like 8 babies. Yeah, or 2 humans. He definitely grown
That
ups.
old man goes from Yellowstone.
Oh, that would. See, I wouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
If it was the same old guy. That's like, there were actually some people, like maybe 100 people who were in Hiroshima.
I was just gonna
When
mention
we
that
dropped
one guy.
we
Yeah.
dropped the first bomb, and then they went to Nagasaki, and then they were there when the second. There's like 100 people who were at the seat of both bombings.
There was one guy who like got bombed and then like walked from one city to the next to warn him, and he went to work and he told his bosses, and then they were like, "No, there's no way," and then he got bombed again.
Well, that's because the bombing in Japan was an inside job. So there was Japanese government that was in on it, and that's why they were at both cities.
Absolutely. I've been saying that for years. I was just on Candace Owens' podcast last week. Absolutely was an inside job.
Emperor Hirohito did 411.
Absolutely. I'm booking Alex Jones tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. I should do a conspiracy podcast. How funny would that be? To the conspiracy podcast.
Great.
Steve would be great. Steve Kain
I would love
Steve Kain and Dave Furiano. We'd have a fucking ball doing it.
Does Dave have a
Oh, yeah,
conspiracy mind?
He's got a few. Yeah, he's funny at it too. That would be hilarious. We just did a conspiracy. Oh, that would be.
We should. We could sell vitamins to people. Like for some reason, like Alex just.
Before and after pictures where one is just normal and the next is
Well, that Alex Jones apparently makes a living. I don't know how he makes a living, but somehow.
I watch a lot of conspiracy stuff on YouTube, and it's all dick pill ads in between them.
dick pillow.
What do you think works better, the dick pills on there or the gas station boner pills? What works better?
I don't know. I gotta say, I have not tried them, but I'm gonna do like a YouTube channel and try all the gas station pills and review them.
I don't know about those gas station pills. They got to be dangerous. I'd be afraid to take them. Those gas station boner pills. I'd be afraid to call like extreme. Or I'd be afraid.
We'll do a follow-up podcast in like a couple of weeks. We all take them on, and we just see what happens.
I'd probably drop dead at my age if they give me a heart attack.
We all get just raging hard-ons and nosebleeds.
Yeah, we gotta snort them too. We can't take them out.
You can break them apart and stuff.
Explosive diarrhea from the gas station.
Two of them, it's like a Russian roulette. Two of them are gas station boner pills, and one of them's just filled with lettuce.
Hell yeah.
That is funny though. Man, we got to do a pod. We got to do it.
So that's what I think about that shark.
Yeah. That's true. I remember the shark's alive. It was Japanese made up the whole story about the sharks. Just to scare
They
me.
don't like sharks.
We might have.
They hunt them.
Notice we're the only conspiracy place that blames the Japanese and not the Jews. The other conspiracy show blames the Jews. We're blaming the Japanese. We're old school. We're old school. We're going back to like the 30s or 40s. We're blaming the
Yes,
Japanese.
for Zionists that hates the Japanese.
You had the Yellow Menace. They used to call it. And the regular, there used to be. Actually people would say that. The Yellow Menace. There would be books, comic books talking about the Yellow Menace.
With like early like Superman episodes, would he just like fight Japanese people?
Dude, you're right. They made. You ever see a comic book from the 40s to World War
I've
II?
seen old like Dr. Seuss
Oh
drawings.
no. The comic book, Superman, Wonder Woman, they would be beating up Japanese people. And honest to God, they calling them nips and Japs. I swear to God.
Just early Mark Wahlberg.
Those old 1940s could join, but actually during World War II, they would, Superman and Wonder Woman and some of these other ones, they would be fighting Japanese and using all kind of slurs. Absolutely. Yellow Horde.
Wasn't one of Superman's like villains the Mandarin or something?
Or might have been. I'm not
I think
sure.
that was a real thing. Like that.
But those that now, a lot of them, they don't talk about it, but they existed. Those comic books back in the 40s.
That's why I don't like the movie versions. They don't really do the comic justice.
They don't
Stick to the
slander the
source
Japanese enough. And they made sure the Japanese get a free pass in all the Superman movies now. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
The more we talk shit on the Japanese, the more likely we are to get like a show at the Lincoln Financial Field,
Well, we put the Japanese in internment camp. Don't mind comic books are nothing to what we actually do. Mr. Sulu was in.
We were nice to them. That was a nice camp.
They probably were. Maybe they had some activities, crafts, arts and crafts.
Yeah.
Animating the comic books.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, did you read about the guy who up in New York who fell on a porta potty? You were talking about porta potties. He fell on a porta potty. What happened was his Mountain Dew bottle fell in there, and he tried to reach in and get it, and he lost his balance, and he fell in the tank of the porta. Now, can you imagine a fucking Mountain Dew bottle? Wouldn't you just forget it?
Yeah, it was filled with drugs. That was Molly water. Yeah.
Something, because who would care about a Mountain Dew bottle or except you just let it go? And then apparently he was there for a while, and the first responders showed up, and they were looking, they didn't find, and his hand came up. Oh, I'm in here.
He was fully in.
He was in the thing, and they finally got him out. But can you fucking Mountain Dew bottle? How cheap are you?
I think you're right. I think you saw
You might be right.
Yeah.
There might have been something in there that he was lying about. He might have been lying about that.
Why couldn't he get out? He couldn't swim? Like, why couldn't he get out?
If you're in there, you can't. I don't know. Thankfully, I've never had the experience of being in a porta potty, so I can't answer that.
But picturing like Lassie the dog running up to him.
Yeah.
What's that? Lassie, what's
that
up in the
boy?
old well?
Timmy stuck in the porta potty? Oh, that's
Tripping on Molly.
when they asked him, he might have lied about that Mountain Dew thing. He might have just said that because maybe he dropped something else in there. But that doesn't make any sense. And you would care that much about your Mountain Dew bottle?
I dropped my bottle of poop.
Maybe he has a kink for being rescued from porta potties.
Might have been some cocaine or something. Who knows? But that's ridiculous. Then you would. There's nothing I could drop in a porta potty that would make. I would just say, I don't care what it was. My house key, my car key. I was
Okay, let's
I guess
sweeten
everyone
the pot. What if you dropped $10,000? Would you go diving in there?
Yeah. This could be one of those people that eats that puts drugs up their ass and travels, across state country lines and
Like a mule?
yeah, mule had to.
Shit the drugs out was trying to reach in for him. You could be
Yeah.
right. You
He
could
would
absolutely
get
be
killed by a
right.
cartel if he doesn't
Yeah,
find it.
the man could be like a Walter White who's working for the cartels. That's but that's. I mean,
Stop
Mountain
the
Dew
shame
bottle
going.
makes no sense whatsoever. You'd be leaning in for.
Would you feel differently if it was like Sierra Mist or like 7-Up? Like
Yeah,
you
if it
just
was-
hate Mountain Dew?
The greatest soda of all time.
Pepsi.
The greatest soda of all time, you guys were too young to remember, was Frank's Black Cherry Wishniak.
Wishniak.
Wished And now Canada Dry makes it, it's not as good. Frank's was a local beverage company, Frank's. And they made Black Cherry Wishniak. And it was the greatest soda of all time. And they made vanilla cream too, which was real good. But the Black Cherry Wishniak was the greatest soda ever. And
Does Frank's do like a root beer or something now, or do they exist?
I don't even
They're
think
not
they're
even-
around
They're
there.
around.
They're around.
It's about the orange soda, the white.
That's what
Did
it is.
they
Okay.
come back? Didn't they go out of business and then come back or something? Maybe
You want
because they made and now Canada Dry makes the black cherry and the vanilla cream. They did
Okay.
over both of them, and both black cherry Wishniak was the greatest soda ever. Frank's is a local beverage company.
If that was in a porta potty, would you go for it?
Even that. as
One
much
last
as,
bottle.
As much as I
Yeah.
like black cherry.
One last bottle and
the slogan was "If it's Frank's, thanks."
The black cherry is still available in certain Philly stores.
Oh,
But they
wow.
did go out of business.
But-
Right.
But Canada Dry makes black cherry Wishniak. I've seen that.
Yeah.
All the bottles in those Philly stores are horribly expired, but they're the last one that's left.
Frank's black cherry Wishniak. But even
By sequel in 1990 is the
right, I thought so. I thought so. But that was any old people out there in Philly will back me up on that. The Frank's Black Cherry Wishniak being the best soda.
It's like Willy Wonka golden tickets, but they've hidden 10 bottles in porta potties
Yeah.
around the city.
It was the
it's a
best.
shame. It's Quaaludes of soda now, and you just can't get a hold of it.
Speaking of leaning into a porta potty and garbage, did you read about the guy who he collected a bunch of trash from Taylor Swift's wedding and now he's selling it on the internet? Bunch of
One of Madison Square
Yeah,
Garden.
somehow he get in there and got some trash bags and stuff, and now he's sold. But I never actually lunatics
Oh,
buying
people
this
will buy
trash.
that for sure.
I'd buy it. You think she was on her period? Maybe you could sell like a used tampon, because I'd buy that.
Saquon Barkley is buying it. I think that's another kink. Trash from overpriced weddings.
Travis Kelce's.
I mean, there were lunatics in this country. I mean, there were people I like, the Rolling Stones or whatever. I wouldn't buy the trash from their weddings. I mean, I would draw the line at that. I'm a big Stones fan, but I wouldn't go that far.
Did they all get married multiple times, or were they loyal to their 17-year-old bride?
The Rolling Stones.
Oh, the Stones got married so many times for except for Charlie Watson, brother.
Yeah, every time the wife turned 17, they just got rid of him. Got a new 15-year-old and just started the process over
He
again.
got married to Jerry Hall in the 70s. They got married, I think it was Jamaica or a place like that, and they got married by some witch doctor or something. And it was not legal. And Mick knew Mick knew it wasn't legal, but she didn't know. And he did it purposely in case they ever got divorced. So when they got divorced, he immediately invoked that she wasn't
because it was
entitled
Yeah.
to anything. He did it on purpose. They was like so shaman so outdoors at like some big bonfire. And he
I love
purposely did that to try to get out of pain or anything.
Yeah.
And I forgot if she ever. Now she's married, Jerry Holt. She's married to 90-year-old Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
up, I guess.
But I forget if she had. But it was in court, and it was so funny. But who I
Incredible.
did it in
Yeah.
Make Jerry some piece of work. Man.
They had to marry these girls so it wouldn't be considered kidnapping when they took them across state lines. So that's why they got married so much back then. And they've all yeah.
John Lennon, in 1963, he got his girlfriend pregnant, and it was in Liverpool, England. And back then, even in America, you had to get married. Pretty much
Yeah, shotgun wedding, yeah.
go away. So he had to get, and he regretted it. He didn't want to get married. It was just the girl he was seeing. And Paul McCartney got a girl pregnant, and she had a miscarriage. And Lennon was like, "Fucking Paul, he always walks out. He was so mad about it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, with the
Is that
miscarriage.
what the one kid who looks like him and plays with Paul McCartney's son or something, or was that his kid with Yoko?
Well, the oldest one is Julian.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then I think the one you're talking about is Sean. Sean.
Oh.
who's- no, yeah, that's
Okay.
that's
Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah, he had two sons. One was
Yeah.
the first-
Julian's the one that can sing, and Sean is the one that can't sing.
Okay.
Because his mom is Yoko
They
Ono.
both made music,
But they're both good.
Genetics.
Sean has worked with McCoy. So, yeah.
Okay. Man, well,
Julian had a big hit back in like 1984. Much too late for goodbyes, and people said, "Oh, he's going to be a big." It was like a one-hit wonder.
okay. It was kind of like Bob Dane's son in the Wallflowers.
Well, he actually lasted a little longer. Bob,
Uh-huh.
they lasted a couple albums at least. The Wallflower.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mick got this big fake wedding, and she didn't know it was fake with this witch doctor.
That's kind of awesome.
It's so funny that he did that. So funny.
Not a minister of the
Yeah.
peace. He's a witch doctor. Can't marry people.
There's a whole subgenre of like autobiographies that's just like 16-year-old groupies that grew up and then write a book about like the rock stars they fucked.
If you
So-
had the Me Too movement back in like all their careers would have been over in a week. The Beatles, the Stone, Elvis Presley, Frank
Yeah.
Sinatra,
And it's all
of them.
horrifying. It's like Led Zeppelin used me as a toilet for a year.
All of them. Their careers would have been over. Like there's people now who won't interview Louis C.K. He was so bad. But those same people are interviewing Mick Jagger for
Yes.
a new album. Read about what he was up to, and you won't.
It's like we're going to knight the
Yeah.
Rolling Stones.
He
this
got a
week.
knighthood. They banned Louis C.K. They banned the guy for going to hotel rooms with adult women.
We'll never have Sir Louis C.K.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
a-
but
Robert
McCartney and
Plant.
especially Mick Jagger was some piece of work. You read about him back in the day. I mean, now he walks around Sir Mick, and it's like Sir Mick. What?
I was listening to Exile on Main Street on the way here because it's such a long album.
One of the
Great.
best
Yeah.
rock
The whole time I was like, this guy's a god. He can fuck any teenagers he wants to. I don't give a fuck. You know, like he's amazing.
That is one of the
Those
best
songs,
albums.
It's a great album.
Lyrics seem to go out of the way to be like, she was 16.
It's just 17, if you know what I
There
mean.
was that one called So Young. So Young. God help me, she's so
They're
young.
just playing
so
in
young.
everybody's
Oh,
face.
Of course.
She's only 17, 17.
These guys, they'll be like all these horrific stories about a group. Even they're like, oh, we all stabbed her with a tetanus. I'm like, oh, that's Baby Shark.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All of them. There's no question.
Christine, 16.
In the Stone, Bill Wyman, he was supposed to be the real pogo. He was even way worse than any Jagger.
Who?
Yeah, Bill Wyman, the bass player.
For the Rolling Stones?
Oh yeah, he was supposed to be some
Where's
piece.
the quiet one?
And when they first formed '62, he was the only one who was already married. The rest of them were still single. But he was still fighting. He used to brag that he had way more women than Mick Jagger. He supposedly stopped counting when he got to 1,800. He couldn't count any.
That was like a Wilt Chamberlain of
Yeah,
or
Oh.
something.
he was supposed to be some piece of work. Bill Wyman.
That's just bass players in general, you know.
McCartney's a bass player.
Wilt Chamberlain must look at like Magic Johnson and be like, oh, wow, I dodged all the bullets.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
How like Mick Jagger doesn't have
Oh,
all
I don't know how-
hepatitis.
I don't know how he didn't have AIDS.
Yeah.
When you read about Mick Jagger, I don't know how he didn't get AIDS.
Condoms. He used condoms.
He's just a responsible
I wouldn't count on that. I wouldn't count on that happening. But they used to. When John Lennon lived in the apartment building in New York in the 70s, Yoko is what he told the doorman. If Mick Jagger or David Bowie come around looking for John, John's not home. She put John's in because she knew the
Oh.
trouble he was hanging with him too.
He's busy abusing me.
Yeah, he's busy.
And
He's busy
seeing about
beating me.
peace.
He's busy beating me.
You know, people think that Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain. I don't believe that, but I do think that Yoko Ono had John Lennon killed, and
She
nobody's.
was standing right there. She was next to him when he got shot.
Yeah, she pointed to the guy. Like that was her guy. She paid to have him killed.
I think she killed
So,
Kurt
you know what?
Cobain.
You know what
Right
Yoko
there.
Ono is? Getting back to the subject, she's from Japan. She's from Japan.
Yep.
It's the fucking
Yep.
Japanese again.
Yep.
Man had the right idea.
Yeah.
Full circle, Steve. Way to go. Up there's Japanese.
Yeah, if you play Yoko Ono's album backwards, you know, she goes, ah, but if you play it backwards, it's like, I killed John Lennon, fuck him.
Speaking, did you ever see this clip from the Mike Douglas show in the 70s? John and Yoko are guests, and they have Chuck Berry there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
John and Chuck Berry, and she gets up and starts doing that screaming. And the look on Chuck Berry's
looks
face
so fed up.
is the greatest thing you've ever seen. He can't believe that this Japanese boy is screaming like this.
Two generational talents and like this one girlfriend just screaming in the middle.
There's a very popular like Bill Burr like podcast clip of like him talking
he
about
breaking
that
it
whole.
down?
Yeah, it's really really good. Really
It's
good.
so funny. The look on Chuck Berry's face, it is perfect.
Another man that would piss on children, basically. Chuck Berry did that a lot. Yeah, yeah, he was one of the guys, one of those guys. Yeah,
Young girls, but older guys,
Yeah.
if they had the Me Too movement, they all would have been over it. None of them went. None of them.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley, he moved that girl in when she was 14 years old.
Oh yeah.
He told everybody.
He made an honest child out. He married that.
But he told everybody he didn't touch her, but she was 18. I don't know that anybody believes that, but that was his story.
He was a good man.
yeah.
Yeah, he was a good man. He
I'm
was-
just happy that the Me Too movement hasn't gotten to stand up yet, because we were just pissing on kids at High Note Comedy all day long, and they haven't busted through.
There was some stand-up. You know who was supposed to be getting laid all the time? This is the Curly from the Three Stooges. He was supposed to be getting-
Really?
That's Curly. He was
That-
supposed
that
to be
not-
getting laid all the time, Curly.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
He had a kink where he'd poke him in the eye. They go,
Yeah, slapstick in that ass.
Okay, that was it. Getting Me Too'd and slapstick.
You think they ever had a threesome, a foursome with like a chick that wanted to fuck all three of them at the same time?
Possible. It's
Yeah.
possible. Who knows?
We should, if we start a comedy troupe right now between the three of us, we can bang chicks together all the time if we get paid.
You two, unfortunately, I would ruin you. I would ruin your total. But another guy, another comedian that supposedly was getting a ton of pussy was Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis.
All those guys are
famous for that,
probably
too.
just doing the. Or who was the guy who was like famous, like Milton Berle or somebody was like
With the
famous for
gigantic cock.
gigantic.
And he would show it to people. It was a whole thing where he would tell me, "You want to see it?"
Apparently, like Lyndon Baines Johnson would do that too. He just or with who?
Here's the thing with President Johnson. He would have a morning briefing with his staff, but he would be sitting on the toilet to take a shit with the door open, and the guys would have to stand there giving him his morning briefing
That's
while
power.
he's shitting in front of him.
Somebody else taking a long shit. I don't get these long having meetings and reading newspapers. Like,
You had a boss. You get sued now if you let your employees stand there and watch you shit. But he's the president of the United
Damn
States, and they
shame.
had to stand there and watch him shit.
Yeah,
Right? They were giving him his morning security briefings and everything.
there were kings in Germany who it was considered an honor to like brief the king while he was shitting.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Well, maybe that's where Lyndon Johnson got the
Yeah.
crazy idea. That's very possible. Maybe that's where he got the idea.
Germany, anything with shit and leather, they're all about it. So
Well,
Yeah.
Germany, sure. That's why the war started. They were so pissed off they had to invade somebody.
people said it was about Nazis. It was about shitting in leather. They're just
They had
petty.
to-
I have to shit in privacy. Like, I can't imagine. The worst thing about going to prison would be that you have those shitters like in the jail cell
You're
with you.
selling yourself short. You
No.
can shit in front of us.
I'd be embarrassed.
Good Lord.
Bashful
But,
shitter.
we brought it back to the Japanese, Steve. I appreciate that. That was
Yeah.
always fair back. So you see, we might finally be getting rid of this changing the clocks twice a year.
Oh, really?
They got the House of Representatives passed it, and now it's got to go to the Senate. It passes the Senate. Trump said he will sign it.
Lindsey Graham died for this.
No, we grind on for our sins. Absolutely.
What Bush that like put in daylight savings time?
No, no, way back.
Way back.
No,
Okay.
no.
Like farmers. or something,
Yeah, I
right?
think it may have been Harry Truman, but the original idea, actually, this sounds insane. The original idea was Benjamin Franklin to save candle wax. It didn't happen,
Okay.
but then it got resurrected at somewhere along the line. So it was either like, I don't know if it was Truman or Eisenhower, one of those guys signed it. 'Cause it was before I was born.
Okay.
I was born in 65, so it was before that. But yeah, but no, we may finally be getting rid of this.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't. Hopefully the Senate doesn't fuck it up. It's insane that we're still changing the clocks twice a year.
Are you cool with it getting dark at 5 o'clock every day? For
year round.
I don't
yeah,
care.
that's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna make it do it the cool way.
Just keep one time. I don't care what time you keep. This changing the clocks twice a year is insane.
Franklin's was satire,
Oh, it was? Okay.
but Germany was the first one, 1916. That Wilson.
Copy that.
Wilson,
Ah.
did we sign? Did Wilson sign it that early? We implemented it in 1918.
Yes, Standard Time Act to save energy during World War I.
You mean that Ben Franklin thing isn't true?
No, it is, but he was saying in
You know, we didn't have to have a vote on this. If we, as the people, just came together and just said, "Fuck it, we're not changing our clocks back," then we would just be done.
There is like,
Yeah.
there
You
is
know?
like
Power to the
one
people,
state or something that doesn't do it. Was Arizona?
Arizona.
Arizona, yeah, they don't do it. What?
Okay, so it's been done. They can
Yeah.
hold out.
And I don't care which one they pick. Just pick one. It's changing clocks twice a year is insane. And Steve hasn't said it, but I think the Japanese might be involved in some kind of way. I think there's these sneaky Japanese.
Probably.
involved in somehow.
Do they have?
They turned the clock back. They were still dark when they came over Pearl Harbor. I think that's exactly what happened. For Christ's sakes. I can't swear to it, but I think it might have happened. But I just pray that we do it. We hate it. We finally get rid of this because I can't stand it.
I hope they make it more. I hope they do it like 10 times a year. That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? And they didn't tell you. Like you just woke up Sunday morning and found out you were an hour late. That would be hilarious if they didn't tell anybody. It was just
Like once a month.
Oh, that would be funny.
If they just turn the clock back every single month until the Earth explodes or something, until we rewind time. I don't know.
The ages.
Oh,
Well,
just-
yeah, we all do Benjamin Button. You see those a couple of weeks ago since the last episode, those two lunatics who climbed on the Empire State Building for the proposal?
Yeah, else you with me, right? We did that together.
And we're still madly in love.
But they climbed up there. This couple from where were they from? Ukraine or Russia?
They solo climb?
They climbed to the top of the Empire
They
State
free
Building.
soloed.
No net, no tethers.
Oh, my
and they
God.
were all. And they stood up there. We had to pay. They were all way up.
wow.
See where they are on top of the spear. This
Russians love climbing on top of buildings without tethers.
But what they
Yeah.
apparently did was they somehow got in there the night before and hid and stayed overnight. I don't know how that's
Okay.
what kind of security they have at the Empire State Building that somebody can stay overnight. But some security guard was sound asleep apparently, and they were able to take. Imagine if terrorists decided to sneak in there. I mean, if anybody could get in there, you could stay overnight at the Empire State Building. Why couldn't a couple of jihadists come in?
Couple of Japanese. Yeah.
Japanese come in, hide their carry, and blow themselves up. The whole thing.
You were all hard on Hong Kong protecting that building.
But that's unreal. Then they went up. The notes, the security. Then they get up there. These two lunatics.
Is she Batman ears?
It was some kind of mask they were wearing. They put some
Must be Holly Huff.
They put some sign of world peace, and then he proposed to her, and it was
Yeah.
insane.
Can you imagine if she said no?
Oh, that would be hilarious. You know,
Why don't you
supposedly
climb with me?
Just push her off.
on YouTube, there's like a whole thing where engagement fails. And there's a whole
Oh,
video of
really?
women,
Oh.
guys proposing in public, and the girls tell them no, which is pretty fucking hilarious. Those women are awesome.
Oh,
In front
yeah.
of like a whole
I
sports
hate
stadium.
those public proposals.
They're bad. Like,
They're
yeah,
the stupidest things.
That's my next Philly's funniest round.
you propose and
Just
That would
somebody.
be
Yeah.
hilarious. That would be fucking hilarious.
could be incredible.
I'm gonna have to try it.
Well, climb up on the Empire State Building. I think you're Philly funniest.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to kudos to that security at the Empire State Building. Let two nuts hang overnight at the Empire State Building.
So many like videos of like Russian dudes climbing on beams on top of buildings, but it's usually in the middle of like Chernobyl or something. So it's
Well, there was that famous guy who kind of did it, walked the wire
tightrope.
between the two World Trade
Yeah.
Centers back in the 70s.
the flying or the
No,
yeah.
this was the guy. I forget the guy's name.
Mulberries or
Somehow,
something?
yeah, they were the flying Melendez.
Melendez.
Right?
Didn't they all die?
A lot of them didn't, but this guy, they made a documentary about that man on a wire. He somehow strung a wire from one World Trade Center to the other.
Hmm.
And somehow hit another guy who was hiding. I don't know what security was doing. And went out there in broad daylight and walked between. It was a famous thing. People were down there, and then now there's a documentary. It's called Man on a Wire.
I saw
It
that.
was back
Yeah.
in the 70s.
It's George H.W. Bush.
But yeah, I don't know these nutcases. I don't know. Some of them. Carl Melendez, who you're talking about, he's the guy that walked over Veteran Stadium.
Okay.
They did a promotion for the Phillies, and they strung a wire over. I can't believe they let this guy do this at Veteran Stadium. And apparently, Bill Giles was the guy who was a Phillies promotion guy, and he set it up. And when the owner of the Phillies saw it, he was beside himself because the guy was no net, no tether. He was just walking a wire across the top of Veteran Stadium, and he could have been killed.
I feel like Veteran Stadium probably had multiple people a year fall from on it.
Veteran
Yeah.
Stadium in the 70s was insane. So when he finished, he'd get down and he had two martinis. That's what he quickly down. But he ended up dying in a fallen San Juan, Puerto Rico or something.
Aw. If I wanted to commit suicide, I would set it up as like a daredevil kind of like thing, but then just they don't know that I have no plans of succeeding, you know.
That would be funny. That would be funny if you had been. Oh, that would be a great way to commit suicide. When to set up some daredevil stunt, knowing all the time you were going to kill yourself. Oh, that would be fun.
Guy who has no balancing skills.
How does some TV network now sign Steve Kain? Steve Kain has the greatest ideas. Where was this?
Yeah.
Where was this Netflix or Hulu? That
Yeah.
Underappreciated.
The script you would have for Steve Kain.
The guy felt you fall immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how to balance on this. It's windy.
Steve Kain was like a bro Andy Kaufman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, that's funny.
Yeah, because Netflix had the Alex Honnold guy climb Taipei 101.
Okay.
Yeah, so that you could do it live on Netflix.
I have like 30 minutes suicide jokes. That's like the majority of my material as a comedian.
You know what? We talked about Epstein one time when YouTube took it down and we got a warning about making really funny suicide. So we might get another.
Oh yeah, I mean, my suicide reels don't do very well on Instagram, so that's why I'm not on TV.
You have to say unalive.
On a live, yeah.
Exactly. There were quite a few comedians who have committed suicide. You know, it's actually a fair.
But who is the whole like the whole banning of the word suicide? Who is that for? Because if you're suicidal, like it's not like, oh, I forgot about suicide. You just reminded me. Like they think about it every day. Like who? I don't understand.
Famous incident. You know, the Comedy Store in L.A. Where there's a hotel next door, and a guy Steve, I forget his name. He's a comedian now because he jumped off the top of it and landed in the parking lot next to the Comedy Store.
Oh, wow.
He had some feud going. They banned him, and he was so distraught that the Comedy Store banned. This is back in the 70s. He jumped off this hotel.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
He was like Richard Lewis's best friend. The guy was.
I would totally jump off a helium.
That would be your closer next time. Steve's gonna jump off a helium.
It's like the people on like America's Got Talent where you're like, how? Okay, you did a juggling thing or whatever. How do you one up this when you go to the next round? That's how they have to kill themselves.
There hasn't been a suicide on stage yet in
There was
comedy.
an actress back in the 30s, Entwistle, who committed suicide by jumping off the Hollywood sign. You know,
Really?
the Hollywood sign?
Wow. Off which letter?
I'm not sure which letter she jumped off of, but she jumped off the Hollywood sign. Peg Entwistle.
Every single one until the job was done. You're not very tall.
But she killed herself jumping. Speaking of
It's the second hell.
speaking of unalive, are you buying that Mitch McConnell was still alive? You guys still
Oh,
doing
he keeps freezing and they
But
keep
did you see what
restarting.
Is he an Eagles player? I don't know who he is.
Mitch McConnell? He's the big famous senator from Kentucky.
His Saquon's backup.
But they put out a picture of him of supposedly trying to prove he's still alive.
Oh, it's bad when you have to put out proof of life.
Can you get that picture of Mitch McConnell with his wife in the hospital? I should have told you before the show.
We need to see if this is AI or not.
People were debating whether it was AI and whether he was really alive, and because rumors went around for days, oh, he's dead. They're lying about it, and then they put this picture out of him and his wife, and Steve, his wife, not from Japan, but she's from China.
Close enough. Too close. Too close. The whole continent, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Oh. Bunch of troublemakers.
Is it?
There's a whole thing where they're debating whether Mitch McConnell was really alive or whether it was an AI. It should be easy to find. It's him and his wife in the hospital. You got it.
It's like one of those things where they would like kill like an old criminal from the old west, but then they forget. Oh, we forgot to take a picture for the paper, and then they'd like pose them with their eyes open.
He did do that with somebody who was old criminal. I forgot about it. Somebody who was old gun
Really, the kid is still alive until he's executed later.
Bring me his head. I want proof.
Yeah, it is kind of like proof of life from like a hostage situation where you send like the finger or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You just had it. There it is. Yeah. Whether it was that young, there's this Chinese, but because the rumors went around for days and he died and that the Republicans were lying about it.
He looks the way Roger Ebert looked before he passed away. He's right there.
Maybe they have a similar setup where it's like multiple cameras and they just didn't know which one to
And
look at.
there's been a conspiracy theory for years because his wife was China that he was actually a Chinese agent that was working on behalf of the Chinese government. I don't know if that's ever been proven. Or not.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Conspiracy went around for years about Mitch.
He looks ready to make legislation.
Oh yeah, he did freeze a couple times. A couple times it was like a freeze frame. A couple times he did that.
What country? I mean, what state's he from again? What a bunch of losers. They voted for this guy.
But he's been there for years, and he's finally retiring.
Oh, he is, okay.
Yeah, the end of this year is why you're right. Why you? But that's I don't know if that's AI or not. I can't even tell anymore. Some of these AI pictures are so real that I definitely can't tell anymore.
Are so sexy that they get away with everything.
Yeah.
What's AI and what's not AI?
Lucky he's hot.
Yeah, he's his.
Listen, you guys, real quick, we got a few more minutes, but you guys are basketball fans or not?
I'm a casual.
I'm a casual fan.
There's a rumor that Philadelphia is one of the cities that LeBron James is considering coming to.
Oh, really?
He's considering
Got
signing with the
Brown and now him.
signing with that. Personally, there's like 4 teams, and the Sixers are one of them. I know it's in the sports podcast, but some people, it's a big debate now. Do you want LeBron? Do you not want LeBron?
I'm gonna say right here on this. I know we're gonna find out in like 2 days or something, but right now I'm saying he's not gonna go to the Sixers. That's not gonna happen.
I don't think.
And people are stupid for acting like
I
it.
think it's a long shot. I mean, I guess it's possible, and I think it's a long shot. But
It's his last year of his career or something.
well, he hasn't. He hasn't. Some people are speculating that he hasn't said that his last year.
Okay.
How old is he?
He's 42.
Oh.
But last year he's
That's like
21
electing
points.
Mitch McConnell. Yeah. Highly political stuff.
He still had 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He's still a good player, and he would he would probably fit in with the Sixers.
Why don't people want him?
It's a whole thing. I don't understand.
Yeah, you have to explain it. I don't
Bringing
understand.
his son with him.
No, well, they didn't say that yet. I guess it's always possible, but I don't know. Oh, we don't want him. It's gonna cost too much. Some people, it's gonna hurt the Sixers.
Yeah.
They haven't won a championship in 43 years.
That's not the point. When the Sixers play bad, the tickets are like $5, and I go to games. If they play good, it's going to be expensive tickets.
They did when they were doing that process. They were lowering the tickets. You're right. They did do that.
Didn't they have like a night where you could buy a ticket for $25 or something?
They might have, but
Yeah, keep Sixers shitty.
Incredible.
Yeah,
we talked about that here.
teams.
We talked about that here in the podcast. You about how you went back and looked it up, and the Sixers were lowering their prices during the podcast. They had some. I think we did talk about that one time.
Oh yeah, I've seen them for like $3.
Yeah. During the process, there's tanking years that they didn't really lower. The
Yeah,
prices.
I like that. I like Philly teams to do bad so I can afford to go to the games.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it would be fun if LeBron came here. Of course, like you said, they just got Jaylen Brown. They got Tyrese Maxey, BJ Edgecombe. They might have a decent team. Now, you never know. Sometimes the NBA guys, they don't get along with each other. Sometimes the stars don't get along. So you never know. But I think it'll be fun. I don't know why people would be against it, but I think, and you never know. Maybe his house will get broken into. Maybe the same people who would have to. That can't help. If he's watching the news and he sees that Saquon's house got broken in, he might say, fuck that.
He's rock hard right now.
Are they?
Unless he's into that king too. Maybe that'll help us sign him. He's into that same kink that
His
Saquon Barkley
penis
is.
is rock hard.
Listen to this idea first. I got a brilliant idea. It's an Eagles cover band with members of the Eagles football team. Wouldn't that be cool?
Jordan
That could
Pretty
happen.
cool.
The way he put the Christmas album out.
Yeah.
Why couldn't that happen? I don't see why that couldn't happen.
Saquon just
They actually on that Christmas album, Stevie Nicks actually sang on
Really?
on one of the Eagles with the football team. Stevie
with
Nicks.
the football team at the Christmas album.
Yeah, they
like
had two
it'd be
of them.
like
They had two of
Kelsey
them.
and,
Kelsey.
Oh, they can do Take It Easy and Lion Eyes and all that stuff.
They break. You're the Lindsey Buckingham.
Stevie Nicks supposedly was fooling around with a couple members of the band. The Eagles said, "Oh, there is a connection."
she was always a slut.
I want that on record.
That's what they say. Yeah, but she was the female version of Mick Jagger. Yeah, exactly who we talked about. But
It's amazing she doesn't have AIDS.
it's amazing. I don't know. Well, Freddie Mercury, he's the only famous one that we know of that is. Maybe some of them didn't keep it quiet, but we know he had it.
If I played for the Eagles football team or the band, either one, I would fuck everything.
You get AIDS.
Yeah, that's so have AIDS.
Well, one time with the Eagles, speaking of the Eagles, there was a fist fight in the stands. Talking about how crazy Retro Stadium used to be. One of the players, I forget which Eagle player it was back in the 80s, but his wife and his girlfriend were both in the stands.
Oh, wow.
And they got in this gigantic brawl, and some of the wives were jumping in. It ended up.
What were they fighting about?
But the fight, but it was a lie. It was a big thing. I forget who it was. One of the Eagles players in the 80s, but they fucking
Saquon.
they had a fist fight in the stands.
I've heard enough.
Wives are
Retire is another.
Absolutely. Another here's one. We were talking about the explosive diarrhea. Do you read about you know who Noah Khan is? He's apparently
Yeah.
a singer. I don't know much about him. I know he's a popular singer, Noah Khan.
No idea.
I
He
know
was
one
doing
of
a
his songs.
concert in Philadelphia, and some fan shit themselves during the concert because they didn't want to leave. They didn't want to go to the bathroom and miss any of the songs, so they shit themselves.
Uh-huh.
And then it became a big joke about how the stadium security people had to clean it up, and Noah Khan himself was joking about it. Became this big. Is there any band that you would like so much that you would refuse to go to the men's room? You would shit yourself? As much as I like the Rolling Stones or whatever, I think I would go to the bathroom if I had to shit. I wouldn't stay there.
Insane Clown Posse, which they would be okay with.
Well, they would probably
Yeah.
enjoy that. Yeah, the Juggalos would enjoy it. Juggalos would enjoy you pooping your pants. You're right. But can you imagine?
Noah Connie's our generation's Dave Matthews Band.
You didn't want to miss any songs, so you just shit yourself. That you got to be kidding. That is some kind of fan. That's a fan.
That they should get backstage passes.
Oh,
before it comes out.
absolutely. They should get free supply at the Depends. There was no content at the body for 'em.
That would be amazing merch. I think that would be cool if they sold Depends with its face on it.
Oh, that would be great.
Shit yourself and keep dancing.
At New Year's Eve, they all shit themselves, right? Because there is no bathrooms in Times Square, so they all.
Right.
Oh, you're right.
That's not even a ban for that.
You're not. If you leave, you can't get back in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's got to be a bunch of people pissed off.
I've never have you ever taken this shit as the ball drops? Like that's the way to bring in the new year. I've never done that. I've kissed people. I've taken a shot, but not taking a shit. Yeah,
In the middle of a crowd.
No, I
That's
can't.
at
I
midnight.
never did that.
Let's do it this year.
Anderson Cooper takes a shot.
Anderson Cooper, him and
Andy
him and
Cohen?
the other guy. They look like they need to shit themselves. Them
Yeah.
two.
They get loose.
Oh, them two. Yeah, that's people apparently. I wouldn't watch that. But maybe it's just me.
Now, if you're watching the ball drop on TV on New Year's, that's a sad life to live. That's all you did on New Year's. Was,
Shit yourself in your basement watching it on TV.
I'm getting old. I don't go out on New Year's Eve. I watch the ball drive. I used to go out.
you're going out this year. We're going out. Yeah, we.
No, I'm not. I don't leave the house.
The three of us. We're going to Saquon's house.
And we're breaking in, and we're planting evidence to make it look like the Japanese did it. Blame the Japanese. Real quick before we get out of here, I was on Twitter and I found this one of the accounts on Twitter. I think they've taken it down. It was called Indians Dying Like Cartoon Characters. And it was a security camera from India showing these people in India getting killed in these crazy accidents. And I swear they must have taken it because I was looking for it the next day and I couldn't find it. Indians either dying like cartoon characters or getting killed. And it was the funny,
Like pianos falling?
getting standing and not looking and getting run over by a truck. And one guy was a
slapstick.
male nurse. That was a male nurse and he got his head caught in something. And the other male nurses are trying to get hurt. But it was the craziest. The Indians dying like cartoon characters.
Picturing it in double speed with the entertainer playing in the background.
It was. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I'm going through. My mouth was hanging up, watching all these. And then the next day, I couldn't find it. So somebody at Twitter must have got alerted.
Lightning in the bottle, and you witnessed the moment.
There's enough Indians where
Oh, Indians.
there's plenty of them. It's fine.
Some of the death will be cartoon.
I think that's the whole point. India's such a crowded country that kind of stuff could happen. Because it must be amazing.
Slapstick is the greatest kind of comedy, and dying in a slapstick bit is the highest you can go. So I hope that's how I die.
No, India, the country India, not American Indians, the country of India.
Native
No, that's the indigenous people. We need
But
Indians.
Steve, I still like Steve's thing. If you're going to commit suicide, stage or fake, tell people you're going to be doing a stunt first. and then
Yeah.
show it.
Yeah,
That's the great
jump
thing.
50 cars, and just on a bike.
Listen, if you're going to
Like,
use Netflix Hulu, you gotta hire Steve Kain for one of these ideas. These ideas would go crazy. It's better than Jackass. You
I
got
get killed by a Native American slapstick type Indian death. You could be like the Steve Martin thing.
Yeah.
You take
Yeah.
off your head.
I'm gonna go home now and just Google Japanese dying accidents or something.
Steve Kain, but it was they must have took it down. He must have got alerted. Elon Musk, he owns Twitter now. Right? He must have said himself, take that down, and take
People
that
don't use pulleys to load pianos into second-story windows enough anymore.
Yeah, no, they really don't. They really don't.
Doesn't fall on people and then they pop out.
We did about an hour.
Yeah, those are so.
We did about an hour. Yeah, okay. I want to thank my guests this week, Paul Carson and Steve Kain. These guys, this was a funny episode. We're now going to be boycotted by the Japanese embassy after this episode. But still, it was worth it. We had some laughs. It was definitely worth it. What do you got the plugs?
Oh shit! I got nothing to plug. Oh wait, when is this going out?
Tonight should be
Tonight.
tonight.
Okay, come to the tap room in Haddonfield for High Note Humor presents Comedy with a Curveball on Thursday, July 23rd. You won't come all the way from Japan.
Come on, always go to the tap. Anytime the tap room's having comedy, go because it's always funny. The tap room comedy is always great. Steve, what do you got to plug?
I got the Punchline Show August 3rd, a Helium Show September 3rd, and I'm doing like an Alzheimer's benefit this upcoming week. I don't know where it's at, but I never get booked for like charity shows because I'm not very charitable. I make fun of people, but
Probably than forgetting where the old time is. That's the perfect thing. But that's all I got to listen. Saturday, October 24th, I'll be at the Flying Pig in Blackwood, New Jersey. The Flying Pig, you got to come to that. And September 5th, I'll be at the Brigantine Elks in Brigantine, New Jersey. And August 1st, I'll be at the King's Comedy at Bristol, Pennsylvania. So there's 3 gigs, and I think there's another one, but I can't remember. I'm getting Alzheimer's. I know I have a 4th book, but I can't remember what it
See,
is.
you have Joe Biden memoir. That's a short book.
We didn't get to it. I mean, that should be the greatest book ever.
it's just not a collection of haikus.
You fall asleep earlier than Biden does if you read the damn thing. But so check out my Facebook for those gigs, and Paul on the High Note and Steve's Punchline. What date's the Punchline?
It's like August 3rd, I think.
Is it one of those weeknight shows they do?
So those all pro comedy.
All-star shows?
They're giving me a chance. I'm gonna fuck it up and never go back again.
I've done those Punchline All-Star shows. They're fun. Punchline's a great club. So go see Steve with that and come out to my gigs if you can. And listen, any bookers out there, you are allowed to book Ed McGonigal. I don't know if some people think there's a rule you're not allowed to book me. Trust me, you are. You are allowed. You might not like it, but you are allowed.
You will be protested by the Japanese.
You will, the
embassy.
Japanese, you will. The yellow horn will descend upon your venue and take everybody out. But I want to thank Steve and Paul for coming. This was a hilarious episode. Thanks to Jim Corhan as always. Folks, thanks so much. Support Trainwreck. See you in the next dumb episode. Thanks a lot, folks.
It's America's stupidest podcast. Think NPR for dummies. This is the McGonigal Podcast.